Good afternoon and welcome to Season 2 of Wellness Series with Lucia. I'm your host for today, Olebogeng Morebodi. In case you're wondering what I'm doing here, well, it's because today we delve back into the origins of Wellness Series with Lucia, with none other than the creator and the brainchild of Wellness Series with Lucia. Lucia, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Lebo. How are you?
I'm good. I'm quite honored to be here. I think it's an exciting space to be in, to talk to a lady who's inspired a lot of people in their journey through wellness. And I think the best way to start this is to actually congratulate you on a well-packaged, well-presented and informative Season 1 of Wellness Series with Lucia.
Wow, thank you very much. It always warms me every time I get positive feedback, positive criticism on the show, because the only thing that it does, it actually builds it up and makes it better every time. So thank you very much for that.
And I must say, speaking of Season 1, what was your highlight? What was one of the most important shows that you recall from this season?
Wow, that's a very difficult question. Actually, it's not difficult, it's easy. We did 11 episodes for Season 1, and all of them have a special place in my heart. From the beginning, when I remember the very first one that we did was with Dr. Daniela, a local general practitioner, very passionate about women's health. We were both nervous, we didn't know what camera to face.
Yes.
But we managed to pull it through, So all of them carry a special place in my heart. All of them mean a lot to me, and even as I interact with the viewers, each one of them always carries an element of connection with the viewers of Wellness Series with Lucia.
Yes, and I must say one that really marked me here was with Dr. Stella, that explored, well-being and wellness, that there are different facets to it.
Yeah.
And I think it's quite important to let the viewer know that, the different aspects of, one's wellness. And that is one show that definitely did bring it home to me, because then we looked at the financial aspects, the environmental, a holistic approach to wellness.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Dr. Stella came in to take us through the different dimensions of wellness, and that is really what I aim to do with this platform, to create awareness, create awareness in the different dimensions of wellness,
yes.
What makes our being, because most of the time we usually hear too many dimensions, wellness of dimensions,
Yes.
the physical well-being.
Yes.
We're always told to run, jog, at least do it 3 times a week type of thing. And the nutrition bit,
Exactly. Yes.
eat right, avoid these kind of foods and stuff. But a lot of other wellness dimensions tend to take the back seat, and yet they're equally critical. I think you'll agree with me that with the pandemic that we're living in, we've seen a lot of cases in mental health. A lot of us are anxious, we have uncertainties.
Yes.
There's a need to address our emotional and mental well-being. So it's also one of my favorites.
Exactly.
And with the show, really, even moving forward, that is what we aim at doing, to touch on all the dimensions of wellness.
Yes, and I noticed that Season 2 comes with a name change. What was the inspiration behind the rebranding?
Yeah, wow, that one is interesting. So initially when I conceptualized the show, I wanted to create a relaxed platform, and I figured if I go in there and say Lucia Morebodi, that sounds a bit formal. So my nickname is Lush. Most of my colleagues and my friends call me Lush.
Yes.
So I said, okay, let me go in with my nickname to create that whole relaxed mood or ambience.
Yes.
But then I realized not everyone watching the show knows me and knows the nickname. So I would meet people out there, people will be communicating with me, and they will say, wow, Wellness Series with Lush. And it loses
the whole meaning.
It loses the whole meaning. So for Season 2, we had to rebrand, and I just had to go on and use my full name.
Yes.
Hence, now it's called Wellness Series with Lucia.
Now, what can we look forward to in this Season 2? Because I'm really excited about it, and I feel that Season 1 was pretty much all-encompassing. So what can we look forward to in Season 2?
Okay. You look forward to more engagements. I've gotten a lot of viewers saying, can you have a live feed, you know. So in between the episodes, during the week, we will do look forward to live feeds where we have live interaction, either with an expert or with myself, but touching on a specific wellness theme. Look forward to more, like I said earlier on, more engagement on the different dimensions. And it's not always going to be a medical person. We've seen even in season 1, I had two episodes where I had a patient, a young man with type 1 diabetes, and also a young lady who is actively involved in health promotion. So even moving forward, you know, it's not all the time that I'll have a wellness expert. We'll have experts in the different fields of the wellness dimensions, and they'll be here as well to discuss and you know, create more awareness and empower the viewers in their own speciality.
And now, speaking of wellness, you know, we always tend to believe that people who are in the industry, be it financial, be it wellness, fitness, that they are on top of their game. And this is how we tend to think about this situation. But are you on top of your game? What has your wellness journey been like?
It hasn't been easy. You know, it hasn't been easy, and I'm not yet there. I'm still learning to build discipline, for instance, in healthy eating. I think I confessed in one of the shows that I've got a terrible sweet tooth.
Yes, I know that show. Yes.
You know, I find myself having a hectic day. The first thing I think about is about chocolate. I get home and I want a bit of comfort food. The first thing I think about is bake yourself a chocolate cake or bake yourself biscuits or whatever. Or make bread. I really learned how to make homemade bread. So it hasn't been easy, but I need to say this. This show, this platform has helped me in my journey. You know, I remember for the longest of time, since last year, since the whole total lockdowns, I just became a potato couch, you know. And the episode that I had with Mr. Olebogeng, it really inspired me to really self-reflect and say, Lucia, you need to do something about your fitness level. Because prior to the lockdowns, I had interest. I was very much into fitness. I used to run, I used to jog, I used to hill climb, you know, and I didn't do that. So I'm taking it one step at a time. And I'm hoping that even with the viewers, on a weekly basis, as you know, they see and they go through and they get to appreciate the different topics, that they too get inspired to well up. So no, I'm not a wellness hero.
Not a wellness hero.
I'm not a wellness hero. I'm in my own journey, but I love where I am and I love where I see where I would like to go. And a significant part of that inspiration, really, I owe it to this platform.
And I must say, you know, it's very important that people also understand that it is not a perfect journey. There's no easy way of getting from point A to B, and that we all battle with our own demons, be it, you know, one aspect of your well-being that you struggle with, and that you, as someone who's deemed an expert in the industry, might actually need assistance with. So it's really empowering to know that you also have and might face some struggles as some of our viewers.
And I need to say to the viewers out there, it's okay. It's okay, because most of the times we pressurize ourselves that I need to lose this weight. You know, I read somewhere or I watched one of the series with Lucia, and that dietitian said if I don't lose this weight, I'm going to have a heart attack or whatever. Let's learn to appreciate that we all have our own journeys. And we take the time as it will respond individually to our own, you know, we have our own journeys. So it's okay. If you feel like a chocolate cake, have that slide. Just don't have it every day. Or have it, but also remember to have a healthy plate. You know, drink your water and stuff like that. So let's not be. That's another thing that I learned. Let's not be hard on ourselves.
And I also learned, you know, one of the things throughout listening, watching the show rather, is that we make the big mistake of making goals, of fixing goals, rather than seeing our well-being as a holistic destination that we walk towards, that we get to, and setting goals means once you've achieved the goal, you do not need to work on anything else. Whereas if you have a holistic, you know, appreciation of where you want to take yourself in terms of your wellness, then you tend to walk towards it at a different pace and try to touch base with all the aspects of your well-being.
Absolutely, I absolutely agree with you.
Yes.
We need to first, we need to love our genes. We need to accept our genes. And we need to appreciate the fact that 1 second you'll be high, the next second you'll be down.
Yes.
Then when you're down, the question now is get up, you know, be up. It's
Yes.
like a wheel.
Yes.
Exactly. So we need to embrace that. And what we need to do is just be able to empower ourselves mentally and emotionally to then navigate our way as we journey through this beautiful journey called life.
I think this brings us to a time where you get to share some of your wellness inspirations, be it famous people out there, be it quotes that you do have to share with the viewers at home.
The one that I love is wellness is wealth. You know, if you're not well, it means you don't go to work. It means productivity goes down. It means you can't feed your family. It means yourself probably you're wondering what's going on. But if you are healthy, if you're well, holistically, you know, it's just a beautiful place.
Yes.
So I love that quote because it says a lot.
Exactly.
You know what? If you don't take care of your well-being, your illness will be expensive for you, right? So do it now. Don't wait to fall sick for you to now recognize that there's a need to eat right or drink plenty of water or stop smoking.
Exactly.
Do it proactively, and you will enjoy it. I think for me, I come from a family with different medical conditions.
Yes.
Yes, my family history. Every time I see my doctor, I always say, Lucia, you're back. You know, because already I have those predisposing factors. So I have to take care of myself. So I have that inspiration. But what I've learned recently, because I really gotten to appreciate wellness, I must say, during the lockdown, where I had to have conversations with myself. And especially when doing this show, you know, it really has opened up a lot for me. So a simple thing, it's gonna sound like a cliche, I know. Can we drink water?
Please, can we? I struggle. And I know that we're going into the winter months. We don't sweat as much. We don't feel the need to drink water to hydrate, but it is very important.
It's very important.
It is.
I mean, drinking water and keeping hydrated all the time does wonders to you know, from your glow to how your system works to your energy levels. So I've learned to appreciate to drink enough water on a daily basis. And for me, I don't know if it would work for everyone out there. I love it when I flavor it with fruits. So I'll have my lemon in there. I'll have my orange or my cucumber, just for me to have that love to keep drinking.
Exactly. To look forward to it.
Yes. And fitness. I've always loved fitness, but it wasn't as inspired as it is now. And I didn't have self-discipline. What I've learned recently is self-discipline. Because I've always relied on gym and a trainer, fitness trainer, to train
sort of
me,
guide you,
to tell me
what to do.
Give me this, you know. But I find myself waking up to run, come back and actually do my own exercise at home. So that's another thing. Exercise, keep fit, all right? And this one I'm still struggling, but I'm also appreciating it because I've changed the way I do my groceries. It's healthy eating. This one I still need work on it.
Exactly.
But I've seen myself reducing portions, for instance. Before it used to be
let's eat to satisfy. I hear you. We all suffer with that.
And then I love cooking. Before it used to be let's try everything. Now when I see a recipe looks good either on social media or print media, I'm like, okay, let's see
what
what's
the calories.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I've really just learned to appreciate basic stuff.
Okay.
Have plenty of water,
Yes.
keep fit, and eat healthy.
Well, Lucia, thank you very much for honoring me with this opportunity to get to delve a little bit into what really inspired you to set up this series. And I'm looking forward to more episodes here of season 2.
Mm-hmm.
And it's with excitement that I also look forward to exploring all the other aspects of our well-being. And to you viewers at home, Lucia will be back where she belongs next week, Wednesday. So until then, well up.